So welcome to season 2 of the Mimi Patterson Show. I am your host with the most, Melissa Patterson, and I am honored to have our very first guest, Mr. Gregory Ojo, my personal trainer, okay, aka Mr. Fired Up.
Hey, what's up?
Listen, and he's here with us for 2022. So Mr. Gregory Ojo, tell the people, who are you, where you're from, tell us about your background.
All right, like the lovely Miss Mimi Patterson just eloquently stated, my name is Gregory Ojo. A little background about me, I am Nigerian, my whole family's from Nigeria. I was born in Miami, Florida, and I'm a personal trainer, and I have my own business, or businesses, I should say. So,
Black excellence.
Right, so we own a gym called Tailored Fitness, and we also own a smoothie shop as well, called 123 Smoothie.
All right, there you have it. So that is Mr. Gregory Ojo for you guys. He's the one that have me doing all these push-ups on Instagram. He's responsible for my torture, okay?
Guilty.
Guilty of charge. So what compelled you to become a personal trainer?
That's a good question. I always loved fitness, and me being a former athlete, I guess you could say I was always drawn to it. So I played football and basketball my whole life, so it was always a natural thing. And whenever I was in the gym, people always dictate and like, hey Greg, what we doing today? Like, what workout we doing today? Are you gonna lead the charge? So it just came natural, and people always like looked up to me in terms of like, you know, doing a workout or holding people accountable.
Wow.
So it only made sense to find a career where you can make money off of it, so.
Absolutely, so you've always been that leader that people look up to.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's amazing, I love that. So how long have you been a personal trainer? How long have you been doing this?
Since 1988. That's the year I was born.
I was only, I'm not going to tell you my age, I'm not going to say that, but yeah, it's been a long time.
Right, I guess you can say my whole life, but as far as professionally, well, you know, paperwork, you can say like the last 10 years.
Okay, wow.
So it's something that I definitely always had a passion for. I even had a mentor. I went to FAMU in Tallahassee. And after I finished school, my mentor, Mr. Mark Lyles, he's a gym owner as well.
Wow.
You know, I shadowed him for like 3 years.
Wow.
You know, get that hand-on-hand experience. And he was real good in my professional development as well.
Wow, so it's very important to have a mentor. You get what I'm saying? I don't think sometimes we look over that, but it's extremely important to have someone that pours into you while you pour into others. So I know Tailored Fitness 123 Smoothie. How long has Tailored Fitness been around?
Tailored Fitness has been around since 2012.
Okay.
So we're actually celebrating 10 years this year. We got some things coming up.
Wow.
We have 2 gym locations. We have another gym, but it's called Bliss 45, but that's a franchise. And we have the one smoothie shop. There you go. And we have the one smoothie shop. So we started with Lauderhill first. Mr. Kamal Cujo started the business, and then he brought me and Craig on board. And then from there, we've just been taking off every year.
Wow, it's been amazing, man. So listen, he's my personal trainer, so like, we're dope. Come check us out, all right? So in your opinion, right, what is the most important trait or personality someone looking to get in this field should have? What is, in your opinion?
In my opinion, you need a lot of patience. That's something I had to learn because I come from that sports background. So everything is, get out, move fast. So when I started working with, you know, the regular people,
right, me.
Right, people that work a typical 9 to 5 or people that never really play sports, I learned that I had to be a little bit more patient and, you know, be okay with if someone can only give 5 push-ups as long as they're doing their best. Like I said, I got that sports background, so it was either you do these 20 push-ups or you go run 10 miles. So that would be like the biggest transition that I learned over the years.
That's amazing. So patience. So it makes sense now that, you know, he's from a sports background because he'd be torturing us.
I do. I make him do sports
do 10
workouts
push-ups, push the sledge, but it all makes sense though. But we appreciate that. That helps us to achieve our own fitness and health goals. So you have helped, I'm sure, hundreds of people, right, get to their fitness goals. How do you maintain that balance of helping others while maintaining your own fitness goals?
Good question. Just really balancing out your day. I got a set schedule in terms of my training. I set my one-on-one sessions up ahead of time, and I pretty much work out whenever chance I get. So some days are not the same. Sometimes I'm able to get an early workout. Sometimes I have to get a late workout, like 10 p.m. So if you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it work.
Absolutely. So if you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it work. Did y'all hear that? So I know you're Mr. Fired Up. You're always, you know, hyped.
That's my stage name.
Your stage name?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr.
I
Fire.
can't say on TV how I got that name. But
Okay. I know
we'll
you're
talk about
Gregory
that.
Ojo,
There you go.
right? And you're always motivating others. I know we're human, and sometimes we don't feel like, getting up
out.
to do stuff exactly, because I
Absolutely.
have those days. I don't feel like servicing clients. I don't feel like working out. How has your faith played a role, faith or prayer, played a role in helping you, stay focused and not quitting?
You gotta be a man of conviction. Words have affirmation, so you gotta say what you want to say and mean it, and you always gotta lead by example. So as I'm pushing others, I'm also pushing myself, and I know even though they might not come around today, if they see all the hard work I'm putting in, eventually they'll come around.
Absolutely.
So that's usually like my, I guess you could say, my North Star.
Okay.
And of course, growing up Christian, faith is everything. So you definitely have to believe, positive mindset. I'm all about, positive vibes. I don't like negative energy, and I'm always solution oriented.
It's true.
So you can't stall on problems. You got to worry about solutions.
I love that you can't stall on problems. You have to worry about solution. And the fact that Nigerians are known for prayer. They'll pray you to life, like for real.
Yeah, my mom's praying right now.
Thank you, Mama, for your prayers. And for real, they're very serious about prayer. Like they're, I used to go to a Nigerian church, and I learned so much about prayer.
Yeah.
And that has, kept me and sustained me. And it is extremely important. So I'm happy that, you being my trainer, you're leading by example, and you're also leading with prayer. So, kudos to you.
Pat on the back.
What is the most important lesson that you have learned throughout your career?
Most important lesson
that you've learned?
That's a good one. Most important lesson. There's a couple of them. I guess being humble. A lot of times you might feel like you deserve this, you deserve that, but just knowing that you have to put in the groundwork and what that looks like, there's no limit to that.
Yep.
So even though you feel like you've come a long way, you gotta understand to build a brand, it takes consistency.
Yep.
So that's one thing I definitely learned. I thought, once we opened up the Memorial location, I was gonna have 100 clients, everything's gonna be on and popping, like, all right, yeah, I'm here. But it definitely took some time. I remember when I used to have like 2 or 5 clients coming in, only had like 3 sessions a week. So I went from that because we used to host our classes at the Memorial Youth Enrichment Center.
Wow.
And now we have our own facility. So yeah, we definitely put in the work. Don't be afraid to fail. Everything you do is not gonna work. So you just gotta learn from your mistakes and just keep building.
Wow. So humility and consistency, they go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Amazing. You gotta be humble and you gotta be consistent and keep building your brand.
And believe
it's
in
10 years, believe in yourself.
Yes.
Y'all heard that, right?
And the strong team helps. So I do have a strong team. Everybody's on the same path and we all have the same goals aligned. And we're all willing to, call each other out like, hey, you said you was gonna do this, but
accountability.
I
can see Kamal calling you out too.
Yeah, he doesn't call me out a lot. So,
I'm joking. It's a joke, bad joke.
But definitely, definitely.
Absolutely. So, I believe that leaders are readers. What 3 books would you recommend that you have read that you would recommend to my audience?
To be honest, there's not a lot of books that I've read like that. I'm more so, it's a lot of documentaries that I watch. Obviously, everybody read, novels growing up and stuff. But I more so read like journals, things pertaining to my field, like stuff that's gonna help me with my craft. So I'm more so on that as opposed to actually reading like a novel or anything. And not to say there's anything wrong with that, but it's just my personal preference. But one book that's definitely good, which I read most of it, but I mostly watched the documentary, is The Secret.
Listen,
that changed my life.
Me too.
More than once, and I still apply those measures to this day. But it just talks about having a positive mindset and how you could believe in something so bad it could become reality.
Absolutely.
So
I have the Audible of The Secret and I have the actual book, and I watch it on Netflix, and every time I feel like I'm slipping. Yeah. Next to prior, I go back and I watch it.
Absolutely. I watched that documentary at least 20 times.
It redirects you, letting you know what you can accomplish.
Yeah.
If you just believe in yourself, speak things into existence, and your affirmations. I'm big on that too. Every day I got the same affirmation. So, Mr. Ojo, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone just starting out in the personal trainer industry? Because believe it or not, he inspired me to become, a personal trainer. So that's something that I'm working on. And so what one piece of advice would you give someone that's looking to start out in your industry?
One piece of advice, be willing to do the groundwork, especially when you own your own business. There's a lot that comes with it, and know your worth. I've been in other positions, like I worked with LA Fitness, where they offered me higher positions, but I turned that down to continue to build with Taylor Fitness.
Absolutely.
So I would say at the end of the day, I'm winning, and things are looking good, and we have some other things in play. So you just gotta take things one day at a time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, you hear it. So what if the people wants to find you for a personal training session or to sign up at your gym? How do they find you online or your locations?
Online, we're on taylorfitness.net, on Instagram at Team Taylor Fitness, or you can follow my personal page at Gregros_21. That's GREGROSE_21. We're on all the platforms, and yeah, just even Google, type in Taylor Fitness. We're known. We're out here.
Google me.
Google. Just Google it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming to the Mimi Patterson Show and being my first guest. And congratulations on all of your success. Congrats to 10 years.
Appreciate
That's
it.
major, a whole decade. I didn't even know that. Right. So, this is definitely Black excellence in Black History Month. And I know the sky's the limit for you.
Thank you.
And I know you're going to do greater things. And I can't wait to see it because I'm going to be around to see it. All right. So thank you again for coming to my show. And I'm looking forward to my workout next week.
There you go. We're back on it on Monday.
That's right.
All right, cool.